One of the things the review committee likes most about Salt Lake City is the number of hotels they have like this one and how close they are to where all the action will be taking place, saying that people aren't washing their hands for long enough or even at all, making recycling and participating in this project even easier. As of today, bins like this remain full of food given by donors. However, if donations were to decrease, those who stand in need of help would have to be turned away. Now, tarps, which will cover these piles, have been ordered, which is supposed to reduce the smell. The only problem, those tarps aren't supposed to arrive until the end of June. Many students are saying the free parking permits is one of the main factors in the overcrowded parking lots. The census shows more than 90% of Utah commuters choose to drive by themselves as their main source of transportation. This cup is Utah's air quality under the current EPA standards, while this is what it would look like if the EPA did in fact lower the emissions level to 60.
23 officials of the Republican Party arrived in Salt Lake yesterday to see if it would be a good location for the 2012 Republican Convention. If selected, Energy Solutions Arena would host the event and the Salt Palace would be used by media covering the affair. The convention is expected to draw at least 35,000 visitors, which would benefit Utah in a lot of ways.
The city would make money, the state would make money, but also we would have a chance to showcase the beauty and the people of Utah for the rest of the country. And
Salt Lake City has surprised many by beating out 23 other cities so far and is one of the final 3 cities in consideration, facing off against Tampa and Phoenix.
People say, well, we don't have a chance. Yes, we do. We have a chance because of the people of Utah and the facilities and the beauty of the area we have here.
One of the things the review committee likes most about Salt Lake City is the number of hotels they have like this one and how close they are to where all the action will be taking place.
The convention is projected to bring those involved to Utah for over 3 weeks, which could mean great things for Utah's economy.
So now you take 30 to 40,000 people over 3.5 weeks in your destination, and you can see why that economic engine is really big behind this event.
Governor Herbert says he hopes Utah gets the pick, but says 2016 is more likely to be the year Utah will host the convention. Ryan Fowler, BYU Daily News, Salt Lake City. Habitat for Humanity is helping build homes for the homeless by recycling. The program they call Cans for Habitat allows people in Utah County to recycle their aluminum cans to help raise money for local families without a place to live.
They're small, simple homes, but it works. And it works to give them a feeling of a place they can call home instead of just a box to live in or a shelter.
Habitat builds recycling bins that look like a house and place them throughout the county for people to bring their aluminum cans, with the hopes that people will come together to help those less fortunate.
That allows the people to help us through their communities, and we can help build the homes for people that we're putting in different communities throughout Utah County.
The Habitat for Humanity has also placed small bins like this one in offices all over Utah County, making it even easier for people to participate and recycle.
People like Cecilia Hall say they understand the need and recognize the good that comes from such a simple task.
I think it's really important just because it's kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, you're not only helping the environment and recycling the cans, but you're also helping out people and building homes.
The program averages about 800 to 1,000 pounds of aluminum every month, with those numbers continually increasing. Ryan Fowler, BYU Daily News, Orem. The Timpanogos Special Service District is creating an unpleasant smell that many people in Pleasant Grove are becoming fed up with. The source of the smell? Raw sewage being used to make compost.
You know what it's like if you leave water sitting in a bucket or something, and I mean it's a similar thing. You just get some odor, some of that moisture is trapped besides the organics, and so when you first break into that, it's ripe.
Sewage flows from 10 Utah County cities and is collected, loaded into trucks, and put into piles to be made and sold as compost.
Piles like this sit and decompose, creating a foul smell in the air. Now tarps, which will cover these piles, have been ordered, which is supposed to reduce the smell. The only problem, those tarps aren't supposed to arrive until the end of June.
The foul stench is changing what used to be normal routines for Pleasant Grove residents like Lee Jensen, who used to enjoy going downtown for an evening with his wife.
Nobody wants to sit and eat a meal with that kind of smell coming through. No one wants to sit in a movie where their ventilation system brings that odor in.
Pleasant Grove Mayor Bruce Call is concerned over the matter and the economic impact it will have.
The situation down there at TSSD will affect the Pleasant Grove residents and Pleasant Grove visitors and Pleasant Grove potential investors. It absolutely will affect us negatively.
To their dismay, those affected by the smell are being forced to endure it for the time being. Ryan Fowler, BYU Daily News, Pleasant Grove. The disasters in Haiti and Chile have led to hundreds of thousands of dollars in Utah donations to help with relief in those areas. But what effect will all the money leaving Utah have on local charity groups? Mike Monroe is the co-president of BYU Students for International Development Club. He expects to see a shift where the money goes.
It's difficult because most people, it's not that they're giving more, it's just they're changing who they're giving to. So you'll see more people giving to the Red Cross rather than the other organizations that they've typically funded.
Brenna Cox of the United Way of Utah County recognizes the possibility of fewer donations being made to charities, but says she maintains faith in Utah communities.
People really want to help their neighbors and to make a difference in that way. So I think that Utah County will step up, same as they always do.
The Community Action Services and Food Bank in Provo relies on donations to help provide food as well as financial aid for more than 3,000 Utah County families each month.
You help make sure that a family has a week's worth of food. So in a crisis, you help make sure that a family doesn't end up out on the street.
As of today, bins like this remain full of food given by donors. However, if donations were to decrease, those who stand in need of help would have to be turned away.
We'd be less responsive to the families that come in to help us. It may be that we'd have to turn people away until another day, or we may have to close our doors early.
Charitable organizations say it's too early to tell the effects that 2 natural disasters will have on local donations, but so far have yet to see a decrease. Ryan Fowler, BYU Daily News, Provo.